Hi, this is Dennis Thompson of Dennis's Painting. I just wanted to put together something so that any prospective client might be able to see exactly what I have done and let me explain to you how I do the painting. Well, I've been painting in the Central Florida area for the better part of 20 years right now, and I had experience at Pepsi-Cola in the building maintenance department, so I can do a lot of other things just besides the painting if need be, but I like to just concentrate on the painting. Um, how I start out is I generally pressure clean your driveway, your sidewalk, your pool deck, and I try to clean your pool screens if applicable, as well as your home. I use a pool chlorine solution, which is 10% chlorine, but when it runs through my pressure cleaner, it's basically 1% at that point. And that 1% will pretty much eat all the mildew off of a home if you got any on there at all. Every home's a little bit different, but I make sure that I remove all the dirt and the mud daubers and so on, and that's the start of it. And once I get everything clean, then say on a stucco house, I go around and any of the step cracks that they call them, I use an elastomeric patching compound on the stucco areas. And the type that I use has little silicone in it to where the little silicone granules that make it look just like the rough texture on a stucco wall. It's just a little sand-like texture to it. So when you do it, it pretty much seals up the cracks and makes it look as close as it can to the natural when it's painted. I caulk around all your windows and all your doors with 45-year caulk. I caulk the fascia board, all of the knot holes and all of the just cracks and so on that are in the wood. On a wood home, generally what I do is I caulk all the joints just as I would on the other homes, and I also try to caulk as many of the nail heads as necessary. Any of your rusty areas that might be in your nail heads or anything else, I use a red chromium dioxide primer. And that red chromium dioxide primer is an inhibitor towards the rust. Well, anyway, once I have everything prepped, then I start with the trim and the soffit, and I spray out the soffit and I spray out the fascia boards. And after I've done that in a color, I come back and I paint all the body and spray that in as well, with it being back rolled. Then, once everything's been sprayed out, that's when all the fun work begins. That's the finish work, where you go around with your brush and your little roller in the areas that you couldn't spray. You go ahead and with your brush and roller, and that's when you get the finished product on everything. I usually do the doors that are custom colors last, so that it's a completed work. And then you can walk away, you can see all the straight lines and so on. I always go back and I double check just to make sure that there aren't any light spots and so on, so don't worry about anything like that. I go ahead and go back and touch up all that type of stuff so that when it's done, it's complete and a good application. On the outside of the homes, I use either the Sherwin-Williams A100 or the Super Paint product. I think the A100 is just as good as the Super Paint. I use a satin finish on that, and a satin finish is washable. It reflects the sun, so you're not going to have fading, and you won't get that oxidation, which is the chalkiness that you'll find on your homes sometimes. So if you have any questions at all, please feel free to email me or to call me, as I have all that listed on the page here. Thank you very much, and I appreciate your taking the time to find out a little bit about me. Thank you.